Let me see.
Got it. So today we're talking about the project management group project that we're doing, which we are actually group 3. Our team is Arjun, he's head of marketing, Alex, head of creatives, Linda or myself is head of project management, David is head of data and analysis, and John is head of social media. Our mission is to determine the factors that contribute to Kim Bonick, the mortgage chick's competitive advantage in the social media branding industry, and to develop ways to improve its marketability and increase brand awareness for mortgage realtor. Vision. We are dedicated to informing, entertaining, and educating our audience about mortgage financing while also equipping them with the information and resources they need to make wise financial decisions. Our goals and strategies are basically to increase followers and engagement. By increasing engagement metrics from our marketing campaign posts, such as likes, comments, shares, and click-through rates, we hope to increase our user interaction. Another goal is that we want to enhance brand awareness and recognition. We're concentrating on creating a distinctive brand identity through consistent messaging, visual branding, and distributing insightful materials about mortgage financing in order to increase brand awareness within our target demographic. And our third goal is to become a trusted industry resource. We intend to consistently provide interesting, instructional, and meme content on our social media platform by providing helpful insights, tips, and advice for prospective homebuyer in order to establish our brand as a reliable source in the mortgage financing industry. Now I'm going to pass it on to David.
Hi, and we're going to talk about the target group. For the personal data of our target consumer, for the first-time homebuyers, it'd be between 25 to 34 years old, and they must have an occupation for more than 2 years. Their credit score has to be a minimum of 580, and usually their salary is between the 50,000 average medium range. And for our location, it's going to be the United States. For market segmentation, we're going to be targeting first-time home buyers, downsizing buyers, move-up buyers, investor buyers, and refinance applicants. To analyze that competition, we'll be looking at 4 of the largest mortgage lenders in the US. These 4 are the biggest in the industry right now. And in the next slide, I'll show you more data. This represents the largest mortgage lenders in the US by the number of loans. And as we can see, Rocket Mortgage is the number 1 right now. United Shore Financial, Loan Depot, and Wells Fargo follow that after.
Thank you, David. Next is going to be our work breakdown structure. For our work breakdown structure, we decided to start by using sheets to lay out certain dates and necessary tasks we have to accomplish in progression to maximize our outreach and performance on social media, specifically Facebook and Instagram. One of the items we had to think about was how to begin researching tools and hashtags to maintain engagement and have more outreach for Kim Bonick's social network. We also want to have full understanding of when tasks were to be completed and to put a perspective on when each of us should complete or add to our tasks to maintain effectiveness. We also know that there are certain phases that are necessary to achieving such success, including the execution phase and control phase, in order to see where our outreach is actually succeeding versus not. Next, I'll be talking about ways that we will use resources. One of the resources is going to be our time. Some costs are monetary, but for us, it's not going to be. We want to make sure that even though we are not going to be spending money on these projects specifically, that we are still using a lot of our energy to have positive impacts on her social network. Some ways that we'll be doing this is by scheduling a time and day that works for everyone to meet each week. We will also be keeping up with our personal project timelines that were outlined before. We will also take time off of work to focus on the project if it becomes necessary. And we will also be checking in on team members multiple times a week to analyze the progress of their parts of the project. Next, on to Arjun.
The 5 specific indicators that are going to be used to evaluate the success of this project are the increase or decrease of comments, likes, followers, views, and profile visits. I will now pass it on to Alex, who will go into detail about the ROI of this project.
So when thinking of the return investment with clients and other parties such as home sellers and agents, we can think of it as investment phases. First, increase competitive advantage, growth and knowledge of home buying, which it will become a trusted source for mortgage information, which this moves on to increase follower count, increase like post, gain potential clients, and maintain existing. And lastly, this will raise the percentage of home buyers, generate client income investments that will better benefit them for generational and asset value, and lead satisfaction to all parties. Next slide. So this is the brochure we made that we hope will attract our target group. As you can see, our mission and ways to contact and even quotes from existing satisfied customers. Now I'll be passing it on to Arjun.
We have used our project management tool to help us in many ways. So far, we have created a timeline using Asana that includes each part of the project. Then we evenly distributed roles to each member of our team. We were also able to determine the resources that we would need in advance to prepare us for this project. And then we estimated the potential expenses, which in our case, it is the time that it would take us to complete it. And then thank you everybody for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them now.